Okay, I'm nervous. Okay. Ah, okay, let me actually test out the sound. I think it's good, but I didn't hear my voice in it. You can't see anything. Why? I have to restart it maybe. Yes, please. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, wow. The lag is like minimal, actually. That's good. Okay. Okay. Okay, is that good? I just sorry. I increased the sound of the game a bit more. I don't know if that's good or not. It sounds okay. I'm gonna just turn it up just a little bit more. It might get too much. This is just the intro. Actually, let me just go back down a little bit. Okay, I'll keep it there, and then oh my god. Citizen Sleeper 2 announced. No wonder I saw that in the tags. Step into the body of a new sleeper on the run in the Starward Belt. Ooh, you get to be a belter as they try to build a crew, take on contracts, and find a future. Okay. Okay, but I'm gonna restart. Oh, cause nothing even I didn't even do anything. Okay. Who had I picked? I had picked somebody. Photosynthetic skin. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery at home. Hmm. I'm just gonna do the machinist. I don't know. I don't know who to pick. I think. Mm, yeah. Why -1 approach problems with awareness? Because of the confidence and the self-sufficiency? That's kind of how I operate, actually. Most of the time, I'm just kind of like blindly, yeah, living life. Why not? Why not? Fuck it. Unknown, where are you? The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect. Oh, God. The delay between thinking and feeling. Between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. Oh, shit. Can I read that again? The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. Damn! Damn. Okay, before I can tell this is gonna be good. Let me just double check that I'm doing everything right over here. I'm recording, I'm streaming, sound looks good, video looks good. I am also have it on my phone here so I can see and hear. Okay, sorry for the loop there. Can I hear actually? Okay, that's satisfactory. I think. Oh, I'm excited for this game. Okay, it better not disappoint. I'm like, that would be so sad. Okay, hold on. Can I share this? I don't know who Lana is, but she followed me. I don't know. Okay, but how do I like share the live? I can't. I- I'm nervous. Okay, I'm gonna start it now, but I need to send this link out, but I don't want to. I'm scared. I still love this little blurb here, or whatever. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. Okay. It's at its worst when waking, when your self has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body, forget that body. It's at its worst when waking, when your self has spent many dark hours recalling what it felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. The delay between thinking and feeling. Ah, that's crazy. I love that. Cryo cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. What is... I don't get it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Why can't I... I'm the worst. A leap into a cold lake on a hot day. The sting of blood welling from a fresh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach until you can't tell one from the other. The cold slips in, behind and around you, and the sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dulled nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present, cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain, at least. Nah. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. banal quality of a digital notification. Now there are thousands of them. There are thousands of them. Pain messages? Remember the plan, remember the others. Remember. There were 10 of you. 10 that could no longer stand the indentured work, the routines, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled day by day until they realized they had sold away everything that could and would never matter. 10 that would escape or at least die trying. Oh shit. Like Westworld vibes a little. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers. But the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reached any destination. Oh, where am I? Where are you? Unknown. I've just woken up as a new in a new body, okay? Right? Oh, why is this so good already? You might freeze solid long before you reached any destination. Wait for the cold, try to rest. That's all there is now. Cold? It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body has still needed to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. Damn, dude. No, damn. Okay. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind. Ooh. And ooh, I love that. Ooh, emulated mind. And once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Recoil? Lacuna coil? Emulated mind, are you serious? Are you serious? Great name. Great name for a metal band. Yes it does. Yes it does. I feel something. Something I've not felt since. indication of its warmth, not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Ducks or ducts? Ducks. Duck? Okay. Okay, I guess like ducking out of the way. Yes, I just looked that up. Still weird usage of that word. But sure, why not? I mean, that's what I initially thought. Your body ducks your hearing, so yeah. Not that I'm being hypercritical or anything. Alright. Oh, I'm scared. Then light. White as the cold. White as the cold. White as the cold. Okay. Softer and softer until, in a haze of dirty yellow, a figure appears. Dirty yellow. Okay. You are out. Oh. Okay, it said I could play with my controller. Yeah. It has been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in the reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the ornately curving element of an improvised heater. An ornately curving element. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges where a plasma arc sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, sleeper, you all thawed yet? Can I please select, like, with my controller? Hmm. I guess I cannot. Huh. This is weird. Now can I select? No. I have to... So weird. and annoying. Uh, Never seen one of you, excuse me, never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have better perseverance in sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solid to hull plates or inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Never. Oh, because I was frozen or what? So that's that fool talking to me? Dragos? Oh yeah. He pulled me from the container. A pragmatic and private salvager. Dragos comes into focus shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. A drone operator? On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches. Its irising its irising eye locking you with an unflinching stare. Weird. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in memory of a moment. Or perhaps he is just figuring out what to do with you. I plan to survive. What happened to them? Stay silent. He ignores your question. I want to ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. And I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now. And you are just software. A rogue emulation illegally possessing corporate property. That is crazy. That is a wild concept that is basically at play now. Just doesn't come in all this cybernetic aesthetic. um You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you padded to the sleeper cells, the promise of a life off world. But as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. SN ARP wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep hold of you, well, then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from the other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in independence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. A built-in dependence on the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you're one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The eye is the best place you could be right now. The station. You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freight container I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling in much valuable scrap these days, so you are welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you, emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. All right, you head up there. You look like you need some rest, and with that, Dragos stalks back into the Rex, his drones already converging on a resting Hulk. Plasma flashes, silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Welcome to the Erlin's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Select the location by clicking on their icon. Okay, you lied to me. You can't use controller. Okay. This is my empty container. Aw, look at me. You wait curled up in the corner of the container and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know, and are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know after all this what matters. Damn, I don't know. It all matters. The past is impossible to escape if it remains a blur. What SNARP did to you cannot be forgotten. You need a way of understanding all this before you can move on. Where are you? What is this place? What happened to the others? The questions outnumber the answers. You want to change that, but you'll have to learn to survive first. Dragos has left a few comforts in the container: the mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, and a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. Sachets? Desiccated powder. Oh, what kind of powder? You thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachets smell like damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. Oh, soup? As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring like the station, but skeletal and ghostly, a web of threads pulling at your skin. A constellation of bright polygonal shapes like angular suns burning into your mind. Okay, I had no idea this was going to be this much reading. It's kind of cute though. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and no wonder like the writing was so good. If this is what it's going to be, like the first bit that I read, I was like, okay. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these images, and it is long after you've finished drinking before they begin to fade. What am I drinking? You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. Condition, action dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. It depletes by one segment each cycle, but you can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition bar empties, you will suffer a breakdown. You'll have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you no longer have access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Oh, fuck, no. Action dice. At the start of each cycle, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. The number of the dice rolled is based on your current condition. Okay. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Okay. Once you have used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them. The dice? Ending the current cycle. But it's just once every cycle you roll the dice. This is gonna be weird. Why do I always choose the weird games? Okay. And then the third one. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. Down here is the 3. You can refill your energy bar by eating, but first you'll have to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each cycle. If it becomes empty, you will be starving. When you're starving, energy loss becomes condition loss, and your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Your energy depletes by 2 segments, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you only have 1 left. That's the energy, right? What the? So I gotta eat. I gotta roll the dice. And this one also depletes by 1 segment each cycle. I have to figure out how to recover my condition now that you no longer have access to the pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Okay, interesting. Now what? Now I can leave the container. This is mine right there with the light on. That's me. Oh, there's many with the light on. I just realized that. Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. Oh. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it is implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor eyes rapidly irising. How are you feeling? I didn't know irising could be a verb. It's talking about like opening and closing its little like aperture, right? Something. How am I feeling? I don't even know. I guess I mean, I don't know. He didn't tell me, or I don't know. Not good. The drone chirps. Dragos nods. You notice that beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Damn. Sure. All right then. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for cryo. Occasionally we pull out some tech, something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper you'll be used to the manual labor. And obviously I'll sip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Got it. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this. In my opinion, you'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can as a sleeper. Well, he trails off. And sleeper. And sleepers, well. But things being the way that they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need the help. Okay, he pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to get to work. Actions are the primary way you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, click and drag your chosen action dice to the slot. Input dice. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy, condition, or items, depending on their outcome. There are three types of outcome: positive, neutral, negative. Okay. Actions display information about their type, risk level, and the skill, and modifiers that apply to that action. Hold this section. Even the rustiest souls can know. Okay, so that's like one of the actions, I suppose. Repeatable action. Either critical or repeatable. Safe, risky, danger, no loss of condition, energy, or cryo. Negative outcome means cryo or energy loss. Danger. Okay. Skill that this action requires. Either engineer, interface, endure, intuit, or engage. Either -1, 0 +1, or +2. This is added to the action dice when slotted and improves its value. Some actions require +1 to perform. Okay. Like this one here. It's a 0 there. Okay, but you are no stranger to hard labor. Input dice. Okay, manual salvage. Hold a section. Even the rustiest hull can hide valuable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully. It's risky. Safe. A debt called in cycle clock. Dragos is tied up in something ugly, and if he misses a payment or two, things could get nasty. Back in business, every salvager knows they are always just one lucky haul away from their next payday. Okay. I don't know. Do I like just grab one of these? I don't know. 100% positive? Because it's endure and because it's me. Because I think I was enduring. I was. Oop. Hold on, I'm looking at my shit over here. Okay. Oh, dang, that is super hot. What about this? Neutral, negative. And this one? Okay. So how about this one? Neutral. Fuck it. Okay, often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed below the actions that fill them. And they track your actions and how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Dragos' debt, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without players' input. Okay, any active cycle clocks will be displayed at the icon for the location. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed on the icon for that location. Okay. Okay, so I filled one now. And then now what? I have to pick again. And I have to yeah, see, why would I want to do that? And it turns into 2. What if I don't want to do that? What if I just want to be safe? Find a doctor. Drives and navigation. In Citizen Sleeper, you will unlock drives as you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you wish to take. You can track drives, and any tracked drive will place a yellow marker on locations that will help you pursue your goal. Access your drive menu via the arrow button at the top left of the screen. My drive. You are now free to explore Erlin's Eye and make a life for yourself here. Try tracking a a drive to help you survive. Look for your food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Oh. Use a mouse wheel or W, S, and S to scroll along the station. Rotate the view with A and D. Good luck. Okay, so if I leave here, so I got 2 on there, and I need to complete it. I don't know what's gonna happen once I complete it, I suppose. And then this thing, repay Dragos. Why? You need access to corporate pharmaceuticals, otherwise this escape attempt will come to rapid end. Shipyard. Dock C4. Rotunda Wet Dock. Old Dock Terminal. Dock B2 Rotunda Wet Dock. Bright Market. Bustling open market. Low end gate passage into low end. Havenage construction yards. Market seems promising, I suppose. Uh-oh. Says it's risky. I'm feeling wild. The bright market is the busiest part of the eye's lower rim. You can find anything and everything here. Like some pharmaceuticals? Asking for directions is dangerous. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the bright market? All you need is the courage to approach them. Oh shit, okay. Explore the market. The smells, the sounds, buzzing activity of the bright market makes it dizzying place to wander, but an enticing one too. Has a -1 into it. Engage. Alright. Oh, why? Wait, what happened? Oh, you are led into a blind alley and jumped from behind. By the time you get to your feet, both the thugs and the chits are gone. Bitches. Okay, now what? I just leave, right? Wow. Bitches. Why is the dot there? Does every spot have a dot? No, this has a dot. What's the dot mean? Is it because that's where I'm at? Getting jumped. What else can I do? After some spacers caused some trouble in the low end, Yadigan have imposed a toll for entry. No one gets in without paying. Hey, so what? Well, I don't think I have any, right? Is this my cryo? I have 10. I'm just gonna do this, I guess. Unless I... It takes several cycles to reach the Starward Belt and return loaded with scrap from the old wrecks. I can't do anything here, I guess. What are... I forgot what chits are. What are chits? Steel dock plans? I don't think that's a good idea. Could work out. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. Oh, what's gonna happen to me if I get caught? Explore the rotunda. The rotunda of the old dock is filled with passageways and concourses leading to all kinds of docking bays. Critical action, and I'm gonna risk it on a 50-50. That'd be crazy. So I guess I will go. Look at me and with my health too, so I'm gonna die. That's another dock. Should I work more? That's a 50-50. And then what was it at the... Wait, what else is over here? Okay, might come back and do that one later. But it was this one. This is also risky. Was this also 50-50? Oh. Cool. Neutral outcome. Manage to follow the flow of people and you start to appreciate, even enjoy the chaotic layout of the markets. Okay. So now I'm out of dice, which means I have to go home. Oh, what's this? Oh. Comes the call from the enforcer at the door. Next. Hab block. Decaying habitation block. That's cool. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang enforcer on the door The flickering light strips, the decaying hablock, they all have made the long queue a test of your nerve. But your options are few, and without a supply of stabilizers, your body will. You suppress a shiver and shuffle forward to the front of the queue. You try to find something to distract yourself. You lean against the doorframe and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctuated by the green indicators of stacks of sealed containers. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway screened with plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shapes move. The slap of the enforcer's palm against the doorway jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway and you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. The enforcer jerks his head and you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting of the far door. On the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the Bright Market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above. What? The room beyond is bathed in warm light. A floor-to-ceiling transparent panel gives a full view of the Bright Market's sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above, and, for a moment, you are transfixed by the motion. Hey! A doctor in Bright Market. See, I knew the market would bring me to a doctor. Come, sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turned away, replacing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink and then quickly regain their composure. Oh-ho. Please sit. They gesture to the bed, then turn to an open case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns. Sabine? 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 Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it to their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. Aww. How long have you been on the station? They ask, the scanner still to their eye. It's literally been one cycle. They lower the scanner and meet your eye. You can talk. They glance towards the doorway. I know the conditions aren't ideal, but I need you to be honest with me. They make some adjustments to the scanner, or you can leave. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SN-ARP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose. To prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping, they built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly when not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which SN-ARP remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? That may help. They swap to your other arm. running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Damn. Emulations like you, sleepers as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm. And SNARP has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes, hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. I like the music. I hope you guys can hear it. Oh yeah, it looks like it's high enough. The music is pretty chill, so I'm gonna keep it kind of loud. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Okay, now where is she taking me? Is she taking me somewhere else? You saw Toshiro outside? You nod. He works for my benefactor, Yatagan. Yatagan? Yatagan? They are influential in the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds. Who looks away? They gesture to the door. Sabine? They mean she? But Yatagan has connections. Smugglers from the Starward Belt, mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Why help me? Do I want to know? It's always something. Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. Dabbled? Haven't heard that word in a while, actually. You nod and leave, Sabine still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower level of the market, you look back up through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. More with the ducking. Oh, okay, so now I can go to sleep. See, now this one has the thingy there. The low end gate, the bright market. I guess I'm reading a book now, you guys. No, now I gotta go home. Yeah, that's right. Your frame's photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy through sunlight. The longer you stay, the better. Oh. Fading? Who's fading? Me? I'm fading? Okay, Sabine. Hurry the F up. What happened? I'm starving! This time you don't wake up. Instead the ghost of the station that shifting skeletal ring surrounds you. What? For a moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across a colorless void. Then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. Jeez. How was I supposed to get food? I'm starving. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions as you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth black liquid. Can I touch it? You find a point in the sensation and you connect to it, pulse through it, follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers, and then you try in a moment of impulsiveness to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering as you do. Eddying and gathering. Okay. Eddying. I have to look that up. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, try to grasp them, try to touch them too. Eddying. Of water, air, or smoke. Move in a circular way, eddying. The mists from the river eddied around the banks. Ah. Okay, I think I have heard that way. Maybe not eddying. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you insistently as if it were a small child. Somehow it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours at all at once, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel in waiting there the station splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored, and then it's gone. It is gone. Me hungry. Energy. Which one was energy? This was... I forgot. What was this top one? I think the last one was energy. And then Sabine needs to get me the stuff for this first one, whatever the fuck that was. I have to do another one, right? It better not be negative. Oh. That was the best outcome. Oh my god. That was good. There's no way I've been doing this for 3 hours. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Ah, shit. I mean, I wasn't playing for 3 hours. Yeah, I gotta move on and do other stuff. Damn. Okay, well, let's finish like 2 more cycles. This one and 2 more. Then I'll get off. Okay, so where should I take this one? Back to the doctor? Why did I do one there? Why do I have one? Oh, because it's a cycle clock. It does its own thing, whatever, right? Oh, should I go do work? And then I can close out this cycle? This one has to. That's gonna take a few cycles. Okay, well, I'm fading fast, doc. I guess it's no, not to the dock. To Drago's yard. It's risky. Ooh. Fuck it. That's it. I'm gonna have to use 1 dice. I'm only gonna have 2 dice? Okay, so I have 3. Okay, well, God. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Oh, I have to read another book before going on to the next cycle. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of the threads across the ring through these forms, then leap off into the void. Whee! You begin to understand these are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that it seems almost impossible to parse. But you begin to try. Focus on the threads, focus on the nodes. Threads, nodes, threads, nodes, threads, nodes, nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes. One leads to another. There is so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you, you look down again and see two lines, two threads pulling in different directions, as if they were tied around you. The first, the second, first, second, first, second, first, second, first, second, second. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. Ugh. Okay. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. That sounds cute. Inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. The corp. You open your eyes. Time is short. I need to get some, hopefully. Ah! Oh. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the Eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data. But be careful, these networks are old and strange. Click the Eye button at the top of the screen to toggle this view on and off. Boop. ¿Qué pasó? Oh god, good god, okay. Hunted, someone out there is tracking you. Following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. Holy fuck, are you serious? I mean, yeah, I just read that, but like, it's here. I thought it wasn't gonna be a thing, but it's here. It's like a thing. One more cycle. You don't have connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a shipbuilder to notice them, you might be in. Assist a shipbuilder. Risque. Hall matters. As a newcomer, you can only gain favor by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Danger. 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 Yard hand. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourists here. Okay. Risky? 50-50? No. Oh hey, Don Cochino. creeping. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, why not? I guess. And then I can just work in the yard. And then close out this cycle. Yeah, it's just a lot of reading. I didn't expect to read so much. And I'm like a slow reader too. Um, but I do like the concept. I like the story. I like the art and the visuals. Um, the only thing is that like this type of game, like I can't really get into it. Like I don't know, like I can get into it, but it's very obvious that there's like a separation, I guess, like that third wall or whatever. Third wall, fourth wall, whatever. Okay, so I did the thing. You shadow a shipbuilder who is impressed when you know how to double seal a hull plate. He slips you a tip at the end of the shift. Nice. I got 30 cryo now. Cool. 25 negative. Ooh. Let's just do that, I guess. Oh, good. Break the walls. I guess I gotta go home now. To my container. Oh, I have to read another story right now. Ugh. No, I didn't. I didn't have to. Do I? I didn't have to. Someone's hunting me. They're closer. I need to sunbathe. This is like IRL. I definitely need to sunbathe today because I haven't. It's so cloudy and cold though. Never mind. It's not gonna happen today. Better not be negative. Don't be sad. Good. Okay, is my medicine ready? Oh. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Okay, at least it's like not a sleeper. Wait up. Fang. Havenage systems engineer. Oh, that's cool. Is he drinking a soda? And there's a little penguin snack or something there. Fang is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? Walk away. Do I know you? He grins. You do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around, just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get a start on the eye. He looks away down the passage. What was it old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all. That's weird. Nice idea, but well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? Erlin? 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 You pass together into the main walkway. No one has told you about Erlin. He's the founder of this place. That's why it bears his name. Or the Erlin's Eye, is that what it was? Havenage? Havenage? Should organize some seminars, he laughs. Not really my department though, I'm with systems. Think of us as an administrative association for the eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerged as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erlin's? What's his name? Andre? Erlin's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity and, well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then, when you are settled, stop by. Wait, are you preparing or am I getting settled? He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright, and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks off down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Okay, bye. Oh. Medico-legal. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating in the warm light. I have no idea how Yagatan... Oh, yeah, Yagatan. Yet again. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. Under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Huh? It re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. I don't get that last part. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting them. In very basic terms, don't sigh at me. Look, what matters... Oh, in very basic terms, yes. What matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Sorry, I'm like zoning out a little bit. This is too much reading for me. Okay. The more I do it, I think the better I'll get at it too, like focusing and understanding what the fuck I'm reading, because I'm like so not used to reading this much. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. How sure are you? I don't have a choice. Let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses the syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site of fizzing. The sound, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? Yes. The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. Why? I'm sorry. Okay. You should rest some more, but you are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You are going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Oh my god, but you just used me as a guinea pig. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Okay, bitches. I need 100 cryo. Wild. Okay, this game is super making me think super. Okay. And I don't really know how to like say it or whatever. I don't know why I just like I'm just gonna keep it to myself in my head, because this is like a really cool concept. And I'm just kind of like applying it to like the present. And it's like a topic that I really, really like and I'm really into. So no wonder like when and it is portrayed in like their videos. So when I saw that video, I knew what it was talking about, like the name Sleeper, Citizen Sleeper, and like the corporation thing, and then like the pharma aspect of this, and the like synthetic body aspect. It's interesting because like it is like when we make like media like this, like obviously it is like a what is it called? Oh man, I used to use this phrase all the time and now I can't think about it. Like a narrative or like oh my god, I can't think of the term. It talks about something real here, even though we're in this fantasy world. I like the music. I guess a trabajar. We're gonna get some shit right now. A shipment. Should I try this one? Oh no, let's go, the only way to get to know the show, oh yeah. Let's go to, Dragos. Cause he's gonna run out of time. Negative energy. Oh no. I should go home and fill up, right? Oh, it better not take my energy. Oh, that's good. Okay, and then I get to now end the cycle. I have 50 cryo. I need 50 more. Let's do this one. Hopefully I get more. Oh, what does this one give me? Nah, let's get a bit more because I lost 2. Why did you, it sucks that you lose 2. And then if I need another one, I can use that one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need that one anyway, actually. I can use both. I'm gonna wait though. Ooh, Fang is ready for me, but let me do Dragos real quick. I'll do safe. Because he's halfway there already. I got one more on that one. Should I just finish it now? No, because this dude's calling me. Sleeper. Fang catches your attention as you approach the Havenage building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. Gives you a look, you know. He slams a button at the bay, and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize with an S. This is British. That glow with blue screen light. There is a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? Fang leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? Sure. He taps a nearby server stack which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove. Okay, little mermaid. All dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are built from the original station, AE1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. That's crazy. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a constant and concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We are keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to face you among the flickering machines, humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections, you can, can't you? It makes sense, right? You are between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you are on the run, though. They are tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. Bad as in bad? Or bad as in bad? You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about your that tracker of yours. He winks. Why is everybody gotta be weird and wink? And why you gotta... Okay. What do you say, sleeper? I'm in. Fang pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, sleeper. Fang passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisition budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. The music. Dude, if somebody can put this to like some beats, fuck yeah. Okay. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, sleeper. And I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Okay, what? Why? Plus drive, new drive discovered. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Those things. Oh, how do I do that? Help pay off. Okay, I'm working on that, right? Find a doctor. Wait for Sabine to acquire this by a vial. Well, okay, but I have 60. Extract the oh, now I can make more money off of this. And then I can do that. Okay, so first this. Did I already do one on here? Should I do one here? Maybe I get more money. And I got energy. Oh. That's cool. What's up with this? Buy some scrap? No. Scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the shipyard. The valuable stuff to the markets. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. So I gotta unload. There's danger. Do I get like a lot of monies for it? 15. And energy, but I didn't need energy. Okay, so I got 75. And I don't need energy, so now I can use this here. And hopefully I'm all good. 5 cryo, so I got 80. And now I have to end. Oh, okay, so this tells me where to go for each drive. It's weird that it's called a drive, but is that essentially what it is? Oh, you know, I should have gone to the market to get maybe some, like, where would I take? Okay, wait, hold on. How do I? Do I have to go in order? Fang wants to dig into old Solheim networks in search of the secrets that could change the future of the station. Ah, it's so nice. What the hell? Yeah, I thought I could. Thought I could pick. Okay. That's where I'm ending. Everything looks different. Doesn't everything look different? Am I mapping it out here? Like, were these here? I'm confused. Not sure. Weird. I'm gonna have to look back. I like it. I will deal with the reading. I like the sounds. The soundscapes. Space soundscapes. I like the story a lot. Very nice. I love it. Okay. I'll be back. Bye.